that groovy.
But there's a question I wanted to ask you. When I was back in the village, I was watching you one of the mornings with the ladies when you were cocksure that organized labor was not going to go ahead with the strike. How did you know, though?
It was the inconsistent behavior regarding the posture that organized labor had taken. You know that they had put the government on its toes in relation to the SNIT matter.
Exactly.
And the way they acted, for which for the first time, SNIT had to issue a statement between the late hours of after 11 p.m. and then 1 a.m. the next day, then I knew that organized labor, if they wanted to take a position,
they would have.
And that position was consistent and they knew that that goal would be achieved, they'll take it. But the way they were wavering and very inconsistent in their behavior and posture and communication on the subject, then I knew
that's how you knew it would not happen.
And I also reliably had sources within organized labor. And most of them told me that the leadership just didn't have it right in terms of the vibe they were giving, the signals they were giving during meetings. Because sometimes my sources told me that the leadership will go and have meetings with the leadership of this country, and then they'll come and meet the rest of the executives of organized labor, and then say that this is the position that we will take. And this greatly was confirmed by Professor Yao Jampo yesterday. That they came with a prepared speech.
Exactly, that had you come into the meeting with a prepared speech. Yesterday, okay, let's just take a listen to Professor Jampo.
I'm in touch with my national president. We are holding our own meeting this evening. And then I'm telling you that we are not going to go by this charade. We are not going to go by this show of incompetence and gross disrespect to other unions for constituting organized labor. Clearly, they came with an agenda. Look, there are so many things that are being said about the leadership of organized labor. And the kinds of things that happened here, first is those bogus charges and allegations. I mean, otherwise, if you want to meet with organized labor, why do you come with a prepared speech? In the meeting, we were not. I mean, I made my first point. Others, a few people spoke, and if you are speaking, then the chairman gets up and says he doesn't want you to talk. And so, if you want to make further suggestions, we didn't finish the meeting, and they called you guys to join the meeting. The 16 public universities have all voted unanimously and overwhelmingly to say that they want to go on an industrial action. And we don't care about what disorganized labor wants to do.
For example, is it fair to describe the leadership of organized labor as being incompetent, to describe them as charade?
Given the kinds of things that's happened here. You do not call a meeting and then go with a prepared speech. What was the basis? It means you sat in the comfort of your bedroom with the politician who manipulated you to come and read this to us. I mean, they have people they can manipulate, but not some of us.
Yesterday, Professor Jampo was very, very livid. I was listening to him on one of the sister stations. He couldn't even breathe. And he described the behavior of organized labor as acrimonious and rancorous. I was listening. And he has actually described them now as disorganized labor. He's very livid. He's very upset. But yesterday, across all the universities, you know, when it comes to UTAG, they have to vote across all the universities to take or to make a determination. They voted, and most of the universities are saying that they should go on a strike. Yesterday, about over 2,000 people voted, and 2,153 of them, representing 77%, said yes, let's go on strike. They are still going on the strike. And 607 people said no, and only 2 people abstained. So this morning, fully fledged, UTAG is embarking on that strike. Yes, they are embarking on that strike, even though organized labor...
Would they have all the various chapters of UTAG towing the line of their leadership?
Of course, they will.
You know, because we have UTAG, UCC,
University of Ghana, which Professor Jampo is a... But if most of them have voted yes, then that's it. Most of them have. Good. Well, let's introduce this morning segment. But we have been told that there are callers on the line already. So let's just cut it out and go straight to the telephone lines. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling us from.
I'm called Zakaria Sinyani.
Okay, Zachariah, speak to us.
Yeah. Let me send this greeting to the incoming president. His Excellency John Dramani Mama. Come 2025, he's going to be sworn in as new president.
Okay, let's go straight to the matter.
Number 8.
Let's go straight to the matter.
About all the labor and the TUC are doing, we don't care. We know that what is happening currently is called by the current government, because what is happening now is very disgusting. It's very disgusting. Why? The water bodies are destroyed. The lands are destroyed. The forest is being destroyed. Meanwhile, Ghanaians are going out to demonstrate, to show their discretion that things are very bad for this country. In fact, the TUC and then Labour went to the government, convert to take money and come out to tell us that they have suspended the strike. In fact, it's very, very sad. It's very, very sad because I don't know. Their siblings and children are not affected by the cyanide and then the mercury, because they have money to import water, to import everything that they have. They will get. Okay. For us, the ordinary Ghanaian, we are armless because we have been affected.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. When you call, please keep it short so other people can also comment. Good morning. Another caller is on the line. Where are you joining us from? Hans.
Yes.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Hans, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Legon Hills.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yeah. You see, these organized labor, they don't have any master plan for themselves. They don't have any master plan for themselves. You know, if you have an agenda that this is what I want to do, you should remain focused and be committed to it. But if you can, they give us 30th September. Now they shifted to 25th. Now they are now telling a different thing. That means that there's something is not going right. You understand?
Yes.
But if they were to be committed and they know that what is happening right now, my auntie lives just behind the station at Accra here, and I know how the water is. I know I have called my family at the Western North. I called them and I know what is happening there. The water, how the water. I mean, if you cooking, it's not easy. It's not easy. You can imagine that they will call you that your someone is sick, then you should go for and pay for hospital. Please. They don't have any master plan for Ghana. Bawumia doesn't have any master plan for himself. Doesn't have any master plan for Ghana. Let us be committed. Let us be back on this fight, including you, the journalists. Let us fight for our country. Thank you.
Hans, we appreciate your call this morning. Good morning to you, lawyer Eduji Tamaklo. He's watching. Good morning, sir. Hi, good morning. Thank you for joining TV3 New Day.
Good morning.
Yes, your name and where you're calling us from.
My name is Richard, calling from Ashama.
Okay, Richard, let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning. What this organized labor have done is very sad for Mother Ghana. This thing, last week Friday, Kevin Taylor said the same thing on the show that this strike won't come on. And it's very sad. Now, I believe in everything he says. That's my role model. Because this country, Galamsey is destroying our water bodies. Then this organized labor will just stand one day and be like, no work, we should go to work. This thing is sad for Mother Ghana. It's sad. It's sad.
You sound like you had made plans. Oh, he's gone. He sounds like he had made plans to not go to work, and now organized labor has suspended the strike. But anyway, let's get to some messages, Papa Ru.
Yeah, certainly. So we have a couple of messages. This one is coming from Sonny, who says the most awful thing to have happened to the Ghanaian worker is the bunch of leaders for organized labor. We, as workers, are massively disappointed, and that's from him as well. This one is coming from Philip Abuchi. Doctors, Mother Ghana is grateful for supporting Galamsey. We shall drink the polluted water and come to you for treatment. Our big men and women are speculated to have taken money. God will punish them all.
Yin Larabil says, Roland, here's a big stone for you. People condemned you on that fateful day when you doubted organized labor. Those dirty old men, no, I can't read the rest, but or the old boy, Amal. There's another caller on the line. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Momentum,
Good morning.
can you hear me? Momentum, I just hope you're not listening to me through the television set. Can you hear me, Momentum?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Bongo.
Okay, Momentum, let's hear you.
Yes, I think organized labor position is not surprising because we saw it coming. Yeah, because we gave government 30th of September, 30th elapsed. Then you see how they extended it up to 10th of October. Meaning they are in agreement with government for something. And it's like government has promised them 10th of October to fulfill that agreement. And that is how time they extended the time. And I was happy Roland, was it last week, was very annoyed or angry about their decision. After that time, I actually didn't agree with him 100%, but I realized that it's true. His anger was worth the decision because it doesn't make sense. And I think going forward, even members of organized labor will not even take the leadership going forward because they've shown that they don't want the leadership position. Because this is the time that we have to show Ghanaians that we have the country as us. But it's like they're only interested in the personal issues. When it comes to salary, yes, we are all working for salary, but this thing is beyond our salary. Because if the workers are destroyed and all this, even our salary cannot even afford bottled water. So why does we fight for this? But it's like they have been manipulated, like Professor Jampo said. It's true that they are somehow manipulated because the whole thing started from 8th September and
All
it's not surprising.
Okay. Thank you. John, let me take John before you read more messages. Good morning, John. Welcome to TV3 New Day.
Good morning, Cookie.
John, where are you calling from?
Please, I'm calling from Nabrongo.
Okay, John. What do you have to say?
What has happened yesterday was an embarrassment to the organized labor. It was something that disappointed Ghanaians, that disappointed all those who are expecting this strike to go on, because all of us were relying on them as our last hope to solve the unsafe. But it has ended up to be a disappointment on them. And it's for us, we have to go back and then review ourselves. If not, Ghana is sinking to a pit. In fact, what the government has laid out that they will put measures in place in order for them to solve the galamsey. I'm sure it's like a hook and line. They'll throw the soldiers there and they'll pull them back. They can't even do the work.
Okay, thank you.
All what has been listed that the measures will put in place, to me, is bogus because the 8 years, he has not made use of it. Only 2 months, you want us to give you more time. With the measures that have kept, it's just going to be a hook and line.
Okay.
Well, certainly. So I have this one from Sherry Giovanni. It says, good morning to you, Paparo and Cookie T. That is organized labor's sharp U-turn to suspend the nationwide strike. It's a post-facto rationalization action. The leadership realized that they've been exposed by their own actions, having been influenced and sponsored by the opposition party. Hence, unions within the TUC withdrawing from the strike action. The Holy Bible tells us that they shall be known by their deeds. We need firm and bold leaders, not feeble-hearted and corrupt ones. Organized labor.
Okay. All right. Sorry we couldn't read as many messages as we wanted to. Johnny is on standby. Let's cross over.